Whoa, KC. KC. Hey, I forgot we had an intro. KC React is here. Simon Insky is here. United Ground is here. UKG. Hey, man.
Yeah, hello, guys. We are back from the break. See.
Casey is not excited.
I'm not, because we need to start. See, next season, I don't want this kind of long breaks next season. That's why I'm not excited. I want to play Champions League. I want to play the FA Cup. I want to be in the Carabao Cup. I want to play it all. For 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
2 weeks.
2 weeks, man. 2 weeks.
We were starving.
And Casey,
it's good to be back.
Yeah, good to be back. Yeah, good to be back. And Casey, first of all, let me apologize for not having you for the watch along. I had set up everything. I had set up the link. I was send you the link. Then I dozed off. I didn't even watch the game.
That watch along. I'm just imagining how we are going to be watching the first half. We would have been cursing and swearing that I hit our back in our hands.
I'm actually glad I didn't watch the game live, because man,
you know, when we say everybody that is getting all overly excited should calm down. You know, people mistake like maybe Amorim, because anything you say now, they will target Amorim. You know,
Amorim, yeah.
Even if you are playing very well, you have to look. It's that time of the season that we no longer have a small team.
Yeah,
this is now in I don't know if you guys play that kind of football that they play in Nigeria. They say it's business league, it's business time. It's getting serious. Even look at Wolves against Arsenal, right?
Arsenal, yeah.
What is Wolves doing with that 1 point? They're not doing anything with that 1 point. Because even if they will still get relegated, but they struggled and got that 1 point 9 minutes from Arsenal.
Yeah,
it's even better to play a mid level team now than to play a bottom. If those people catch you, look at Burnley. If those people at the bottom catch you now, this is their time. This is where they come to frustrate. You know, this is where even those that are fighting for, because this is business time. And so you give kudos finally to Manchester United. What makes you a big team is just get your win. It doesn't matter whether you. So most of us won't actually be looking at the beautiful football. Just get your win. Arsenal, whatever you do, whether it's through the. In fact, this is the time that you need those dirty football, dirty tactics. You know, get your win, 3 points. It's very, very crucial. We got the win, but I'm sure a lot of us didn't enjoy Manchester United. It was like, if you close your eyes, the swap jersey was like it was Everton versus Sunderland or Norwich that was playing.
Ouch!
Ouch! No, that's the truth. That's the truth.
But yeah, I agree with you, Casey. And Willie is asking me and you on TikTok. You made me watch the Manchester United game alone. Where were you? So Willie, I dozed off. It's my fault. It's not Casey's fault. It's my fault. I dozed off. Actually, I was telling Casey off air before we came online that the meds I'm taking are making me look like a drunk man. So if in case you hear me misspeak or I'm speaking slowly, I'm not drunk. Just that the drugs are making me drowsy. So actually, Casey, I don't know whether my eyes are seeing wrong, but he's frozen. Casey, where are you, man? Where have you gone? So Willie, I dozed off. The meds, I told you I'm not feeling well. The meds, they are doing their stuff. And yeah, I dozed off. Simple as that. El Gringo, good to see you. Good evening, UKG and Casey. Hoping you guys are doing well and have had a lovely day and time wherever you are. Yes, we are doing well. It's been a good day. I can't complain. I thank the Lord for life and for everything that's happening. Ooh, what's happening with Casey? Casey has joined with 2. Ooh, technical glitch. What's going on? I hope Casey, if you can hear me, I hope everything is okay, man. I'll allow all of them. Whichever works, we'll continue with it. So let's see whether he joins with this. So yeah, today we are going to have a very, very good debate. We are discussing about midfielder options, midfielder targets. United are under pressure to sign midfielders. A couple of names have come up. Casey has joined the third time. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Technical hitches. Sorry, guys. Technical hitches. So, United are under pressure to sign a midfielder. Very many names have been linked with United. So, we want to go through each one of them. We see which one is the best. Also, get involved in the comment section below as usual. YouTube, Facebook, everywhere. Get involved. Get involved. Make sure you put in your vote in the hat. Let us know which player, which midfielder you like to sign. Casey, what's going on, man? What's going on?
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Do you know what happened?
What happened?
I was trying to get on TikTok. That was what.
Ooh.
And you know I'm using one system for it. So I just closed it now. So TikTok is on my own.
Yeah. So what you've missed, El Gringo says hi. He says, good evening, UKG and Casey. Hoping you are doing well and had a lovely day and time wherever you are. So El Gringo, Casey is already leaving tomorrow. He's already leaving Thursday. we are still Wednesday. And I was saying, Willie is asking Casey what happened because we made him see the game alone. So I was explaining that I dozed off, and the meds made me doze off.
Well, yeah, Willie, sorry that we weren't able to come on for the watch along, but I'm sure a lot of you, let's just take it that is actually a good thing, because you'd have heard me say a lot of because the first half was horrible.
The
first half was horrible.
Really? Okay. For me, I think the fact that I didn't watch the game, I watched the replay. So my expectations were very low. So when I watched the game, I was like, why are guys complaining? But still, the performance wasn't good.
It was like what Everton was. Do you know that what Everton was playing was what Manchester United was supposed to be playing? Let's just forget about the yes, we won. Yeah, yes, we won. You know, they said Manchester low block this. I don't even like talking about that, because look at how can our keeper get. I mean, look at almost 10 corners. Manchester United had, is it 1 corner or 0 corner? I don't know.
Two corners the entire game.
Just if let's close your eyes, Sir Alex Ferguson's time, Manchester United versus Everton, and you look at and they tell you, who do you think had 12, 11 corners? Will you say Everton?
Be careful, Casey. Be careful. There are some guys who will say that you are not happy United won.
No. I'm happy. Of course, I'm happy Manchester United won. Ma'am, just you have to say the reality of the way things are. That's just the truth. The truth. We didn't play very well, but like I said, what differentiates you from a small team, what makes a big team is get your win. That is what makes, that's the mentality. That is that mindset. That's that United DNA that a lot of people are talking about. Whether you play good, whether you play bad, get your 3 points. If you play very well and don't win, that's beautiful rubbish. If you play well, if you play bad, you win, okay. Then if you play fantastic and win, wonderful. This is the time of the season that the 3 points is actually more important than the way you play on the pitch.
True.
It's that time of the season.
So basically, it's more or less of a balance or a choice between playing well, winning, or playing bad, winning. Because to be honest, the 3 points are the most important thing. The 3 points, we need the 3 points. Because you look at United, they are 1 loss away from dropping to 6th place. One loss away. So every win counts, whether it's an ugly win, whether it's an easy win, every win matters. You remember Casey, I kept saying, I think we had 16, 17 games to go, and I kept saying, every game for United is a cup final. They should treat every game as a cup final, because if United want UCL next season, every game is a cup final. And when I saw fans debating about the performance, I was like, okay, are we at that stage where we debate about performance or we debate about the 3 points? Because right now, United are one loss away or one draw away from dropping out of top 4. Assume United get a draw, Chelsea win, Liverpool win. United drop to 6th. United drop to 6th. So anyway, Casey, we were having a chat about the midfielders. Very many names have been mentioned. The usual ones, Baleba, Anderson, Wharton. They're the usual ones. But more names are being added onto the list. We have now Morgan Gibbs-White, who's been linked. Who's your choice? Let's start from there. Who's your choice? Who will you pick? Let's throw a very huge spanner to the works. Assuming you wanted to sign 2 or United are signing 2, which are the 2 midfielders you'll go for?
If I think we've said it before, if Manchester United are to get 2 midfielders, now all things being equal, let's say the money is not the problem. That's the business side of it is not the problem.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the financials is not the problem. Of course,
we are assuming United have £1 billion to spend.
Okay, I'm still maintaining. Now, it might change a little because
Casey is not sure.
Anderson and Stiller now.
Mm-hmm.
I was Balaba and Anderson before. Why I said Stiller is because we need somebody so that sometimes we need another creative midfielder so that sometimes Bruno can rest.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody that can actually create. And Stiller is, if you check all things being equal, is very good in that aspect. Because why all of us were saying Baleba Anderson because of when Amorim was there, we knew that the formation, you know, the 5-2 formation. Yeah. So it can actually accommodate. He doesn't really create with, you know, have that a lone creative player that. But with this our 4-4, 4-3-3, 4-4-2. Yeah, with the new formation now, I said yes. Anderson and Stiller. Yeah.
And Stiller.
Yeah.
Why are you guys writing off Baleba? I still think Baleba is good.
Why I'm writing off? No, I'm not writing off. Why I said this to is of course United can go on and get 3. You understand? But why I said this to is I'm looking at also age, and I need somebody that can just come in and adapt immediately to the team. I don't want to say he's a young player given time. Please, we have enough for Manchester United needs. Somebody who can just get and push in and he will start performing. We don't want somebody that will give another young player that will give enough time because these fans won't give you time.
Yeah.
We don't have that luxury. We don't have the luxury to come bring another player and give the player time.
Yeah. Yeah. True. Austin is a very good friend of mine. Actually, I had a very long phone call with him before the live. And he said the same thing he's saying on the chat. Baleba is lazy. I don't agree at all. Because why are you guys writing off Baleba, man? Baleba is good. Because let me ask this, Casey.
Yeah.
Right now, Elliot Anderson still are performing well. What if they sign for United and they don't?
We'll never know. But now we know because of a small pressure because you are you are connected to Manchester United.
Manchester United.
Coming. So well, that means when you come there, you won't do anything at all.
True.
You know,
True. True. Yeah.
You are linked to this club. The pressure that you are linked to this club made you stop performing. So when you come, what will happen? Because one wrong, you're not even getting pressure now. Once you sign for Manchester United and you are not able to trap ball, that's the headline. That's the headline. You know? Look at Mbeumo. Mbeumo has been scoring, but I saw one article. He doesn't know how to. His first touch is horrible. I was like, what is all this? What if this guy is not even scoring goal or getting assists? What would you guys have written about him?
Is there any other club that gets scrutinized like United? Because last night on the live, you had me saying United players are scrutinized. We overanalyze, we over-scrutinize them when they are having holidays, when they are going out, where they are going holidays to, what they are eating, whether they are having speeding tickets. Like, is it Lenny Oro who has been banned for 6 months because of a speeding ticket? We overanalyze everything United players do. For example, as you said, Mbumo, first touch is analyzed and he provided an assist. It's like United fans expect perfection. Everything has to be perfect. We don't expect you to have a poor touch. We don't expect you to have a mispass. We want everything to be perfect. It's more like a video game than a reality. It's like these guys are expected to be angels, not to make any mistakes. I saw a lot of fans being on Sheshko's back because he missed that one chance. Of course, it was a huge chance. He could have killed off the game 2-0, well and fine. But Casey, how many times have we even seen players with an open net miss the chance? You remember that, what was he called? He was playing for Chelsea. He was from Liverpool, went to Chelsea. What was his name, that forward? Again, with names.
Torres.
Yeah, Torres. You remember Torres missing an open chance, an empty net. You see, so such kind of things happen. How many times has Haaland missed chances for City? How many times? So, yeah, anyway, back to the midfielder targets. My choices would be, I would go for Elliot Anderson as the first priority, and I would go for Sangare. Or I would go for Joao Gomez, Wolves. Those are my options. Yeah.
Yeah. They are good options.
Yeah. But given the money, as you said, basically is Baleba would still be a good squad option to have. I still believe he can come good because he's still young. He's what now, 22?
Yeah. When we get Casemiro is leaving, Ugarte, we can actually get. We can be able to get 3 midfielders. It's not bad if we get 3 midfielders and 2 is leaving already. It's not bad. It's not bad. Not bad. We should have quality players that can compete. Compete with each other. It's Manchester United. You don't need to play every week. You don't need to play every other day. You can come from the bench. You can start. It used to happen before. You know, we can buy you. And you don't come and say, "Why are you buying me?" And you're buying the same player. That means you fight for your position. You sit on the bench. It's Manchester United.
But the fans don't want that. The fans don't want that.
I told somebody, I said, I will see come and when it start happening, I'll see it. If we get 2-3 good midfielders, Kobe won't be playing. I will keep saying it. Let me just, but I don't want to say anything.
Ooh, Casey, be careful.
I don't want to say
Kobe is a sensitive topic.
Till it start happening.
Kobe is a sensitive topic. You saw what happened to my TikTok account when I just mentioned Kobe as an example, and the entire 1 minute 39 second video, most guys just picked the Ugarte and Kobe discussion and discarded everything. I don't know what's happening because Kobe, let's do this. Let's do an experiment with you, Casey, and then we'll discuss in the next show.
Okay.
I'll take that clip of you saying Kobe will sit on the bench when United sign players. Then we just go through the comments.
Yeah, he will. But like I said, it will be a good, healthy competition. You understand? It will be a good, healthy competition. So look at me. I'm saying we should sign Stiller so that Bruno can be sitting on the bench. This is Manchester United.
Yes.
You don't say come and do. It's not Bruno's United or Kobe's United. So if you're following a player, you use your head. I'm saying we should sign. Is Bruno not better than Kobe? But I'm saying here that we should sign somebody that will give Bruno, another good creative midfielder that can give Bruno a run for the money, so that Bruno can rest. If Bruno don't need to start every other game, so that he can save some of those strengths and maximize his efficiency. If we sign good midfielders, Kobe will not be playing. Me, I'll be saying this thing because it's not. Somebody said our new Zidane. I was like, who's the new Zidane?
Yeah, it's the same thing I mentioned on the video. I said, and we were talking about this before we went live. You find that most of the young players are being overwhelmed with pressure. Because you have a 19-year-old, 20-year-old, 23-year-old playing, and the fans expect them to perform as if they're in their prime. You look at Kobe. Yes, he is good. Yes,
he's been amazing. No, I'm not going to. It's been amazing so far. He's doing the basic. Yes, he's been doing the basic so far.
But if we are honest, looking at United of old, looking at other teams that actually fight for titles, they have experienced players starting and then young players getting chances with substitutes, with odd games here and there. For example, they are playing a weak team, they get their chance to play, or it's a cup game, they get their chance to play, or they rest the experienced players. Over the last decade, something has changed. United are depending more on young players to get them out of a deep hole. You look at Rashford, is one example. Greenwood, another example. Garnacho, another example. Right now, it's Kobe Mainoo. United never used to depend on young players. Yes, they used to get game time. Yes, they used to come in and perform well. But over the years, over the past decade, something has changed. I was debating with one of the fans on TikTok, and I was asking them, well, you say that, for example, Haaland didn't have a player that he was shadowing. Haaland just came straight to Man City and played. At the same time, Casey, the fans are complaining that the United DNA is no longer there. So who's going to actually teach the young players about United DNA? United way of playing? Who? Let's just be honest, Casey. Who? Because you look, and we are having a chat with you. I mentioned about Phil Jones. I mentioned about Smalling. They came in and found Vidic and Evra. So those guys could actually tell them, this is how the pressure is at the club. These are the expectations. You can't just go online and say something. For example, Casey, let me use this example. Agent 49, player 49, Garnacho. He was at the club. Do you think Garnacho would have behaved the same way if he had wingers, seasoned wingers, like Giggs, like Ronaldo, like Nani, like Valencia, with him in that squad? They would have told him, no, my friend, you haven't reached that peak. Why are you going to complain that you're not starting games? You need to work hard to get to that pitch. But because Garnacho came from the academy and immediately he started playing games, he felt like he's the next Cristiano Ronaldo. You look at Kobe. I don't know whether it was him who was causing an issue. It's the family, the brother that was causing an issue. But if we had good experienced players, such kind of players would have been in a situation where they are told, hey, look, you're still young. You need to get to let's say, Scholesy level, Carrick level, Fletcher level. Because remember, Casey, also Fletcher was not playing a lot. Anderson was not playing a lot. It was always Carrick and Scholes. So my point is, and the point I was trying to make across in that video, and Casey, thanks for correcting me. I think I need to put more context in my videos so that guys get to understand.
Yeah.
The context here is, if United go and sign an experienced midfielder, it's a choice of, do you play the experienced midfielder who's performing, or do you play Kobe? Which one do you pick? Or, for example, if you get an experienced forward, do you play the experienced forward who's performing, or do you play Sheshko? Ahmad right now is playing. He has a bit of experience. He's gone out on loan. He's played for United a couple of years. So you can justify him. By the time Bruno was coming to the club, he was already experienced. And when he was coming into the club, he had other midfielders that he was working with. He had Juan Mata, who was at the club for years. He had McTominay, of course, as much as he was for the academy, he understood the United way. He had Pogba. He had who else? I think by the time Mata was
Matic,
Herrera. Matic, Herrera. Yeah. So when Bruno was coming into the club, he already found players that had played with other players that won titles at United, and they had an understanding. Casey, you were mentioning about even in life, like an employee going into a new company, you need to depend on an experienced person in that company.
Yeah. It will make things easier if you go to a new company and you have somebody that's, they assign you to somebody and the person, oh, what should I do? Yeah, just do this. It will give like a smooth transition. To give a smoother, let me just say, a smoother transition. Unlike where you go somewhere and there's nobody to say, look at how things is done here. Now, let's say you work for Coca-Cola before and you're now working at Pepsi. Now, it might not be the same process that these people, the same way they do here that they do here.
Yes.
You need some, no, we don't do this here. We don't do this here. You understand? So having a experienced player in everything or every point in life, or like football in Manchester United, is going to even help the young players. It's not like it's going to be like a competition. I say this thing, when Manchester United, when we get back to our level, the way we look at City, do they argue if Nick O'Reilly does not play? Nobody will come and say,
no,
why didn't you play him? Why didn't you play our academy boy? Or why didn't you play so person? Because they know that the players in front of him are better than him. You understand? The players are mature. If Checky, sometimes Checky is on the bench. Checky is on the bench. You can't come and complain. Why didn't he start Checky? No. You favor the team. Look at the squad. You favor the team. That's why we need to get back to our glory days. I will need to sign good players, come back good, so that all this. I'm sure that some of this problem is because we are losing match. When we lose match, then fans are looking for excuse. You look at the bench. They'll be like, okay, why didn't you play this person? As if it's that person that will get us the win. You understand? So that's why when you look at it, I don't know. It's just like I said, we weren't winning. We weren't winning, and it was not like, okay, just like Sesko now. Now nobody will complain that Sesko is coming from the bench to score. Why? Because he's coming from the bench to score. If Sesko wasn't getting goal, what we are going to be hearing is, hey, you did not give him enough minutes. Why didn't you give him enough minutes to score?
Yeah. True. And United going for midfielders, obviously they would go for an experienced one. They will go for a midfielder that will come in and slot in. And there will be casualties. Remember, Casey, when Amorim was sacked, we did say in our debate, we did say some players will have to sit on the bench. And we've seen players sitting on the bench. Yes. Mazraoui is not playing as much. Yoro has not been playing as much. Sesko is not playing as much. Heaven is not playing as much. And there will be casualties. So I agree with you. To end this debate about a player should be playing or not because he's an academy player, the only way to sort it out is having good players playing. So I
Yes.
gave an example. If United are going to get a Bruno replacement, they should get that Bruno replacement now so that they start learning from Bruno. By the
Yes.
time Bruno is leaving, they already know the pressure of playing for United. They know how a number 10 should be playing for United. Because, Casey, I'm telling you, even if we bring Cole Palmer to United, it's a different responsibility, it's different pressure, different expectation. I've seen other guys saying, oh, but Lamine Yamal came from the Barcelona academy and is playing. But do they ask themselves, did he just come from the academy and start playing, or was he getting some minutes here and there from the bench? Furthermore,
That Lamine talk, I
yeah.
watched when Lamine started playing for Barca. I watched his first few games. There was one, I don't used to forget it because I watched that one. If you see the way Lewandowski screamed at him, there was one boy was supposed to pass, he didn't pass that ball. He just did let the ball for him. If you see the way Lewandowski screamed at him, like a kid, he's a kid. I
Yeah.
was even Yama. I was like, if you see the way the guy was like, he was quiet, he was looking. Now he has carried Jim, he's arrogant,
Yeah.
see the way Lewandowski screamed at him like a kid, like, wow, what are you doing?
Yeah. Yeah. And at United, is it happening? For example, by the time Lamine Yamal was going to play for Barcelona, he had experienced players playing on that wing.
Yes.
They already experienced wingers playing on that wing. Talk about Pedri. By the time Pedri was getting game time, who was he replacing? He was already replacing some seasoned players. The players were telling him, this is how you need to handle yourself. These are the pressures of playing for Barcelona. This is what is required to represent the club at the first team level. Now, you look at our club, you look at a person like Sheshko. Let me use his example. Who is he learning from? That was my question yesterday, Casey. Who is he learning from? We don't have a forward. In fact, Hoyland struggled because who was he learning from? Anthony Martial, who was always injured, Rashford. Are they the forwards that he was learning from? You look at Garnacho, the reason as to why he was behaving that way is because there was no one who was there to tell him, bro, you need to work hard to get my position. This is how you need to handle yourself to get my position. So right now we have players coming in. At least you look at Euro. I gave that example of Euro. One of the reasons why he's performing better is because Martinez, Maguire, De Ligt are with him. They have massive experience. You look at De Ligt. He's played for Juve. He's played for Ajax. He has won titles with Bayern. And now when he sits with young Lenioro and Heaven, he can advise them and tell them, this is how a defender plays. But now there are some players, you look at Kobe, at least he can look at Casemiro and say, this is a model midfielder. But some players don't have players they can look up to. Like Ahmad had to work his way to become what he is right now. You look at Sheshko, we don't have like a Van Nistelrooy or a Rooney or a Van Persie where he can become an understudy. So when you start having those discussions, most of the fans are not understanding what you're trying to put across. So these midfielders coming into United, they will still need someone to guide them. As we've said, when you come from Coca-Cola, you're going to Pepsi or Pepsi to Coca-Cola. You still need an employee, Casey, that has worked there to guide you, tell you this is what you usually do. This is how we usually do things. This is the pressure you'll face.
Yeah.
So Casemiro is leaving, Ugarte is leaving. So the central midfielders that are coming into that club, who will be there to like guide them? Of course, Bruno, assuming Bruno will be there, might do so. He might tell them this is how we handle things. But I feel sad for the likes of Sheshko because, man, is Mbumo the one that he should be looking at?
I just
And
thought of something.
Mbumo is also new.
Yeah, I just thought of something. We actually have to give kudos to Sesco. Because it's not, imagine you came into this club as a big number 9, big money was spent to get you here. and you're on the bench, and they have to convert a, a player to come and play your position. Do you know what that does to your mindset? But he's focused and working hard and coming in as a sub and getting the goals. So
Yeah.
that shows mentality, that shows character. I'm telling you, a lot of players would have been subbing on the bench. This is
True.
what Garnacho did. That now Garnacho was not played. Mount was played. Garnacho was angry. We were saying, look at. You didn't play me.
Yeah.
Now somebody is converted from his position to come and play in your position. You are like the Sesko is almost like the only number 9 we have, right? Apart from Chidobe, natural number 9, and he's on the bench. He's on the bench. Now, somebody saying Sesko, Austin is saying Sesko is personally being handled by Babatov. What we are saying is that if an S player handling you is different from you are playing with this player.
Yeah.
It's two different something. You understand? S player handling you is different from you are playing with this player. It's two different things.
Two different things.
Yeah, because it's no longer in the system. Yeah, he can give you a few tips on what to do, but he's no longer in the system. He won't train with you. He won't come and train with you. So that shows character from Sesko. We really need to applaud him and give him. It shows character. Because me, I'm just imagining. I'm trying to,
Yeah, Paul Gadi is saying, good evening, KC Reacts and Simoninsky, the great UKG family, bigger Paul. You're saying, I saw the name of Kamavinga thrown in from a random Manchester United page. Is there any truth in us looking at Kamavinga, guys? What I will say, Paul, is I looked into it, and I would say there is some links. There are some links. Let me say that there are some links, but one thing I will say about such kind of links is you have to look at different angles. Number one, Kamavinga is not really getting opportunities at Real Madrid because of injuries. The competition is quite high for that position, and agents tend to push out a narrative to force their players to either get a game time, to either get a contract extension with the current club. It's happened a lot with United. The other angle is United right now are trying to keep the fans busy. They are trying to keep the fans busy guessing, who do we sign? Who do we do this? Remember, Casey, the show we did about how the Manchester United board toys with the fans. They give fans hope about signings, then they don't. So the other angle we have to agree and accept is you look at the names being mentioned. There are too many midfielder names being mentioned, and they keep popping up, Casey, like every other 2-3 days. There's a new name. The whole week it has been about Morgan Gibbs White. Another week it will be about probably Joe Gomez. Another week Kamavinga. So with United at the moment, Paul, what I can advise is wait until the major journalists or news outlets come out and say the same. For example, you have Ornstein, you have Whitwell, you have Fabrizio coming out and saying United are interested in this player. Otherwise, for now, just treat them as rumors, because clubs have a way of pushing a narrative to keep the fans busy, to keep the fans guessing. Because right now, the manager, Casey, the next head coach, is as important as a midfielder.
Yes.
How many stories have we heard about it? It's all quiet at the moment. It's all quiet.
Yes.
It's all quiet. Let me read some of the comments on TikTok as well. El Gringo is saying, I heard Elliot Anderson can join us if we qualify for Champions League. Yes, Elliot Anderson is pushing for a club that can play in the Champions League. And whenever I hear such kind of players, such kind of news, Casey, I tend to say no. Don't go for such kind of a player. A player who's coming on the condition of UCL, on the condition of this, to me, it's a red flag.
Yeah.
It's a
If you look
red
at,
flag.
so what happens when we qualify for Champions League and it comes and we don't qualify the next season?
The next season or the next, let's say he signs a 4-year contract. United qualify for 1 year that he has signed, and then the next 3 years United don't qualify. What happens?
What happens? If you want to come to Manchester United, you come to Manchester United.
Regardless.
Yeah.
Like the way Cunha and Bumo and Sheshko did. Sheshko would have been playing in the Champions League or Europa League. He decided to come. Yeah.
I
He
agree.
decided to come.
Either you want to join us or you don't. Don't leave Champions League out of it.
Yeah. So whenever I see players putting such kind of conditions, I like to watch the previous manager said. I don't want to mention his name because of obvious reasons. Casey, we've been called that manager sympathizers for long. But you remember what he said? We're only going to sign players who want to play for United. We're not going to sign players who want to come to United because of certain competition. So El Gringo, Elliot Anderson is rumored to want a Champions League club, but at the end of the day, that's a red flag. So Casey, let's move to... Oh, there is an interesting comment here from Shakil. He's saying Carrick is not the man for the job. Casey, what do you think? Casey is distracted, or
No. I was trying to read.
Shakil is saying Carrick is not the man for the job. your thoughts on that?
Don't get some people riled up, Some people don't want to hear. See, sensitive topic around Manchester United now is Kobe. See, this Carrick is not the man for this because he's winning matches. Nobody wants to hear anything again. So nobody wants to hear anything again. But the truth is, you might have a point because now Carrick is playing just one game a week. Manchester United have very limited game time. So you can't really come and say he's the man for the job, he's a great coach, this. So what happens when we start playing Champions League? We're going back and forth, FA Cup, Carabao Cup. That will not. How will he be able to keep the fans, keep the players happy?
No, Casey, don't even go as far as next season. Let me just ask, what happens if Carrick does not win the next 3 games? He loses all of them. It could happen. Yeah. I don't wish that it happens. But what if he does not win the next 3 games? Will the discussion change?
Very good question. So if he's given the job, but I think we need anyway. We have to wait till the end of the season.
Yeah. This is a tricky username to read. Let me I'll pronounce it. If I butcher your name, I'm sorry. It's Muzi12 Kumalo saying hola. And then he's saying, I think Madrid are interested in Euro. I wouldn't be surprised if we take Camavinga plus cash. Not a good deal. That's not a good deal. No, I wouldn't go for that. Euro for Camavinga? Hell no. No, I wouldn't go for that deal. But as you say, you wouldn't be surprised if it happens. But Euro for Camavinga? We signed Euro for 63 million at 18 years old.
They have to pay like 50 plus Camavinga for us to let Euro go.
Yeah.
Because we have heaven.
We have heaven. Yeah. Isaac Mshanti, big up. You're saying we need to sign EPL proven midfielders. Casey, your thoughts?
Yes. I mean, it's been working so far with Cunha and
Bomo.
Mbomo, and even some of the most of the players that Sir Alex Ferguson got, EPL, they come in and they are able to fit right in. It's not, and they're used to the fast pace of the league and what have you. But mind you, that is not a guarantee that it will work. We just before we said something about Torres, great striker, one of the best striker in the EPL. When he was at Liverpool, moving to Chelsea, he was misfiring. So it's not like a guarantee that it works all the time.
True.
You understand? So,
Yeah.
but I think most of the players we are linked with, we are going to get Sangare, Kone, Wolves, who again, Baleba, Brighton, Watson, Anderson, Crystal Palace are not. They are all linked to most. I think apart from Stiller, right? Stiller and Kamavinga, if you include him, those are the only two. Others are EPL. So of course, definitely we are getting players from the EPL.
Yeah. And then Muzi is saying we should keep Carrick. The players are already enjoying playing for him.
Okay. Like I said, end of the season, we'll see.
Casey, yesterday, you remember me saying short-termism, a short-term manager and a long-term manager are two different jobs.
Yes.
A short-term manager will do whatever is necessary to win. He will even, in fact, just look at what the players don't like, change it for the sake of getting a response. For example, under Amorim and under Eric Ten Hag, holidays were not really allowed. They were very strict on coming to training late. They would fine players or not play them in the next game. Now, Carrick comes in and says 13 days. Yeah, just take a few days off. Of course, the players will respond. My question is, how will these players respond now when it's a long-term project? Because Carrick will have to make some tough decisions. Casey, at the moment, he's comfortable starting Mbumo as a 9. Sheshko is scoring, and Sheshko will understand because he's just being told, hey, we need to win games to get Champions League. But now, come next season, will the same situation...
He won't understand.
Yeah, he won't understand. He will say, okay, last season I understood because you wanted to get Champions League, but this season... this season I have to play, So some things start becoming more of a discussion. You remember what happened under Ole? He came in, made the players happy, they responded. Then all of a sudden, some cracks started showing up. Because Casey, even in life, you can't make everyone happy. You can't always make everyone happy. Yeah. You need to get the job done. You get the job done. So for me, I would still be okay if he's given the job, but what I would expect is tougher decisions to be made. Because what I'm lacking to see at United, Casey, for a very, very long time is whenever a player is underperforming, they're not getting benched simply because we don't have a big squad.
Yes.
So, for example, if Bruno is underperforming, do we have a replacement for him?
No,
we don't. If Casemiro is underperforming, do we trust Ugarte?
No.
Yeah. Moses saying, remember, Madrid almost signed Euro. Yes, they did. Euro decided to come to United. Casey, I've always had this feeling that Euro will just be at United for a few years, then go to Real Madrid. I don't know why I've always had that feeling.
It will happen. It might happen, but if we're able to get our money's worth from him, no problem. It's football.
Yeah. If we can sell him for 100 million, why not?
Yeah,
we have it in heaven.
He gives us, a few FA Cups, a few Carling Cup, a few EPL. Who knows?
Yeah,
then he can go. He can go.
Yeah.
We are talking about on Kimi's life. We're talking about loyalty The football loyalty that it doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah,
Maldini, post today, Maldini is a legend at AC Milan. He played all his football at AC Milan. His son has been at 6-7 clubs so far.
Can I give you clear examples of lack of loyalty? Two players. Anelka, Nicolas Anelka, you remember him?
Yes.
And this guy who played for United as well. I had his name now, it skipped me. He was a forward. We bought him from Everton. I think he played for Chelsea. We went to Inter. Lukaku.
Lukaku is that he kissed every batch.
he was like this. He goes to Chelsea. He goes to Inter. Another player was Morata. You remember Morata? How many clubs has Morata played for? Real Madrid. He went to Juventus.
I was asking somebody, is it like this guy? Is this something? Is it like he used him to do money something? I don't understand, because if you check out the whole club he plays for, this is the first time he was playing for a small club. Not even small club. Galatasaray is not a small club. You understand?
Yeah.
How can he's not performing well, but he's playing for Juventus, playing for Atletico Madrid,
Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, Chelsea.
Something is. What are you guys doing?
So loyalty is no longer there. I agree with you absolutely.
So if you can give us, if we can get them on, it's all business. I mean, if a club offers, Kopama is not for sale. Let Madrid come and offer like 150, or they will sell him.
Yeah.
We'll sell him. It's business.
True. For example, Kobe Mainoo wanted to leave to Napoli.
Okay.
Simply because he's not playing and he needs to go to the World Cup. So was he loyal to United?
They will defend him now that because it should go. It's career this, career that.
Okay, Casey, do you have any comments on your end before I get to read a few?
No, I didn't go. I was reading your comment. I was on your. I'm actually in your TikTok.
Oh, okay. So Isaac Mshanti, big up. He's saying, I agree 100% Euro will join Madrid in 2030. So in 4 years' time, Euro will go to Madrid. And then he goes on and asks, what are your thoughts about injury-prone players like Martinez, Mount, and Delict? Actually, we were to discuss about that. Thanks for reminding us.
Yes.
So what are your thoughts? Should we sell them? Is it time to just cut our losses and just let them go?
Mm-hmm. If we must move forward, we need to tell ourselves the truth. Now Delete is new, so I don't. But Martinez
Mount
first.
and Martinez, yeah.
When Martinez plays, is a very good defender. You know, the best ball carrying defender in the EPL. You will know that. Yes, I'm back. I'm here. But if we want to get serious as a club and compete, you need availability is key. Availability is key. Because you can be the best player in the world, you won't play the ball from the hospital. Yes, you have to be available to play. Now, that comes down to this. Has Martinez gotten to the stage where we tag him injury prone? Is he there yet?
No, I don't think he is. Honestly, I don't think he is.
So we should draw, like I'm saying, we should draw a line, and okay, when he gets there, we'll start looking at him one kind of injury prone. We need to get rid of him. Now Van Persie was injury prone. Okay, we all know Van Persie was injury prone, but that one season he did a lot. He would have gotten more if not for some injury too. Although that season he wasn't as injured as he used to be, but he would have gotten more goals if not for injury. And Mount to injury. I see. If we need to get serious as a club, we need to injury will set you back because
Yeah,
you can be moving forward with the momentum, and that key player that holds everything together will get injured. What will you do?
true, true. Like Mount, how many games has Mount actually played for United? He's been here now, what, 3 seasons?
Okay.
Is it 3 or 4 seasons? How many can we actually say that Mount has played a complete season? All 3 seasons combined, can we actually say Mount has played a whole season for United? Because for me, as much as we are looking to sell Ugarte, letting Casemiro go, I think it's time to let Mason Mount go. He's a good player, yes. Whenever he plays well. But whenever he plays 1 or 2 games, we don't see him for the next like 10 games. We don't see him for like 2 months. So is it worth keeping him? Let's just cut our losses, sell him, get someone else. Because God forbid, Casey, God forbid, what will happen if Bruno gets an injury now?
Okay. But somebody was asking, okay, if he comes back, where will he play?
That's another question. Where will he play?
Where will he play? Where will he play?
Yeah, yeah. We need to cut our losses. Just for me, I would say sell him, get a young number 10, someone who's 19, 20, 21 there. Keep Bruno for 1 or 2 seasons. Let him be a sub for Bruno, and then we see how it goes. Now, back to Martinez. I believe Martinez is getting to a point where he needs proper man management. For example, play him in 1 or 2 games, rest him the next. Because when Martinez came back, he played all games. So Martinez needs to play like 1 game, rest him the next, like that. I understand this season we've only seen 1 game a week, 1 game every 5 to 6 days. But Martinez is at that point where, especially coming from a long-term injury, he needs to be rested in some games because Aiden Heaven and Lenny Oro at the moment are performing well. They are performing well. So rest him.
Yeah.
Rest him. Yeah, especially because I think what happened was United had a shorter time period between games. Then Martinez got injured before that West Ham game. So yeah. Was it
Maybe
after the West Ham game? So, and those 2 games were close to each other because we had a midweek game, then a weekend game. For me, I agree with you. Let's cut our losses. If the club is to move forward, we need to get rid of injury-prone players. For
yes.
Delict, he's still new. I would still give him 1 more season. I would
Yeah.
still give him 1 more season.
Yes. That's why I said the list is new. So injury does a lot to players, their
Yeah,
mindset.
yeah.
Okay, look at Dogu, for example. He has
Mm.
picked that momentum. Injury. If he
Injury,
come
yeah.
back, he might not go back to that form. Or
Yeah.
it will take time. It might take him time
Mm-hmm.
to go back to that form.
Yeah, true. He might take a lot of time, not even a short time. He might take a lot of time, considering that it's only 1 game a week. Um, how many minutes will he get in games? And right now, United have what, 12, 13 games to go? Is it 12 games to go? So how will he get form with 1 game a week? How will he get form? If we had FA, Champions League, Carabao Cup in between, you could give him some minutes, and then in the next 3, 4 games, you start him. But right now, unless he comes and he starts straight away, I don't see it happening. So our time is up. So Casey, let me read a couple of comments before we end the show. Muzi is saying, I'm surprised with Luke Shaw. Hope he stays injury free. Whenever there is a World Cup or a Euro, Luke Shaw will always be fit. That's it. Whenever Luke Shaw sees that there is a World Cup or there is Euro coming up, that season, he will play all games. Just wait for next season. Just wait. You'll see. You'll see. Luke Shaw will play one game and then you'll hear hamstring injury for 6 months.
He will rest.
Yeah, he will rest. Mount out, please. That is Muzi saying. A couple of comments as well on YouTube. Tyler, big up, Tyler. You're saying we sign Kamavinga or Stiller. Ooh, KC, Kamavinga. And we've just spoken about injury prone.
Yeah, Tyler, injury, Kamavinga and injuries. Nigeria will say 5 and 6.
Okay, let me see. Let me just look at Kamavinga's injury record. We can just extend for a few minutes. Kamavinga injury history. Okay, let's see. Because he's a good player. He's a good player. And you know, La Liga is not as intense as Premier League. So what will happen if he counts the Premier League? You know?
Yeah.
What happens? Yeah. Okay, so 20 this season so far he has missed 49 days with ankle injuries. So he has missed 6 games, 3 games. That's not bad, KC. 9 games so far this season. Not bad. But it's an ankle injury. The first injury he had was an ankle injury, then it recurred again, ankle problems. Last season he had knee injury 45 days, muscle injury 17 days, hamstring injury 22 days, and another hamstring injury 75 days. Woo, that's bad. Okay, 23-24. He missed with a torn knee ligament 51 days, and an ankle sprain 5 days. So basically between 2024 and 2025-26, I'm seeing over 250 days missed with injuries. And these are how many games? 10, 20, 24, 30, 43, 43 plus 9. That is 52 games. He's missed 52 games between 2023 and 2026. And that's La Liga. That's La Liga. So, yeah, as Casey said, it might be another Van Persie kind of situation. He comes to United and injuries are gone. Injuries are gone. Yeah. Stiller is the best, but Stiller, the reports, I did some research and most of the reports are stating that Stiller prefers a move to Real Madrid.
I wanted to say something now, but let me not say it.
Just say it. Just say it. Come on, Casey. Just say it.
He wants to go to Real Madrid. Anyways,
can I predict what will happen?
What's going to happen?
United sign Kamavinga, then Real Madrid sign Stiller.
No, we don't want that one.
It can happen. It can happen. Who knows? Who knows? Meditations. Kamavinga is injury prone. He's also not reliable when fit. Ooh, that's a big claim. Actually, Kamavinga, there are some games he played as a center back, as a defender, right? Yeah, there are some games he did. So anyway, guys, thanks. Our 1 hour is done. Casey, anything from your end before we end the show?
Yeah, it's the last against Everton, of course, a very important 3 points, like we all said, a very important 3 points. I wanted to say something, but you made a very important point. Are we really bothered about the way we played or that we got the 3 points?
Just say the point, Casey. Just
I
say it.
wanted to say we played
Just
horrible, we didn't play very well, and we need to improve our play. But I prefer we should play horrible and get the 3 points than to play well and not win. Before you guys will come for me and say that I'm wishing we lose so that I can have something to talk about. No. I actually prefer that we play horrible and win. Play well and not win. Now, when we play horrible and win, I can come here and rant. At least I'm ranting. I'm back of my mind. I know that we won. You know, if we had lost that match, you know that it's another thing we would have been saying. You understand? So it's better we play bad and win and come here and complain. We didn't play very well. It's good. It's better than playing very well and not winning. You understand? So the boys, big up to Sesko, Cunha, great character. He did something, and I immediately tweet. After I didn't tweet, I put it on my WhatsApp. I said, if it was Vinicius that did the same thing that Cunha did, and I would have come out of it. You know, when he was sitting there, he was shouting. He was shouting. It was Vinicius did that. Another thing would have come out of it. But anyways, another important point is the EPL needs to do something about protecting the referee. If you watch Champions League football, if you watch La Liga, the goalkeeper is on his own.
Yeah.
Like the players will move back as if they are playing corner kick. But the EPL is like everybody wants to beat the goalkeeper, you know. And I was actually happy that it was used against Arsenal that started this rubbish. You know, Sunderland use this against them, and the football is becoming more boring. Everybody just play like robots. Okay, you guys go to the bus 18. I mean, tell me how we these people will play almost 11, 12 corners. The same pattern. That 11 corners, they were fighting they were fighting the goalkeeper.
Goalkeeper.
You know, so the EPL needs to do something to protect the referee. Although I would have preferred one of those keepers would just target somebody's head. Like you want to watch it now. Imagine, okay.
Casey is mad. Casey is fuming.
Let me tell you. Imagine Oliver Kahn.
Ooh, that's a good example. Come
and do this thing. Just do it. Do first one, second one, leave you. Come and do it again. He will see your head. He will jump. And he will punch the ball. He will get the ball. But that ball will be in your head.
Yes.
Everybody will. You understand? So
you remember Onana making the same foul? Was it versus Wolves? And he gave away the penalty. Onana punched someone on the face when he was jumping for the ball and then gave away the penalty. But rules are different now, Casey. VAR will check it and say penalty. But I agree with you.
You should get the penalty. I don't care. But those players should just, because look at what they did to our keeper.
Yeah.
What they did to our keeper. So, but like I said, it's a good one. On to the next game, one game at a time. We'll take it one game at a time. If we are able to get now, I'm not even saying anything about top 4. We are getting top 3. Yeah, because Aston Villa is not playing very well. I don't know what's wrong with them.
Casey, are you forgetting the 3 games that are coming up?
No, we beat Man City, we beat Arsenal. No.
We are playing Palace, Aston Villa, and Newcastle.
Who beats these people? We beat them.
We'll whip them.
Under Amorim that we are terrible. We beat Palace.
Yeah.
We are the DNA is back. The United is back.
Yeah. The DNA is back. The DNA is back. Yeah. The DNA is back. We had lost it, but it's back.
Stay positive. Enjoy football. Don't go there. What you can try to say is don't go there with, just be neutral when you watch the ball, so that anything that happens, just enjoy yourself. You're a fan. You're not getting paid for this.
Yes.
Enjoy yourself. Don't be toxic. Enjoy football. Enjoy the game, and wish your club well. That's just how you enjoy football. Don't come and look for who to argue with or It's
Yes.
fine. It's fine. I really want us to qualify for Champions League so that we can be able to attract good players, get money so that we know that yes, we'll get money to be able to fund, because next season I want us to be here competing, not just participating. We need to compete.
Yeah. At least give us different content to talk about.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So for me, one thing I would say, make sure you follow KC Reacts TV. Let me see whether I can get this message from Paul. So it's KC Reacts with a TV. Make sure you follow him on YouTube. He's also streaming on his YouTube channel. Make sure you follow his TikTok account. He also does. Casey is more active with short videos than I am. I need to compete with Casey. Otherwise, I'll sit on the bench. But seriously, though, make sure you give Casey Reacts a follow. We are trying to set up the big big debate to be every Saturday afternoon. So we are organizing with KC Reacts, with Kimi, with United Talks podcast. So make sure you also give those guys a big follow. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure you also hit that follow button on TikTok. And Casey, this I forgot to mention this, Casey. I've made it, man. I've finally made it. As a content creator for Manchester United, I've made it. Ask me how I've made it.
How?
I finally have haters. Finally, I have haters. I'm getting free publicity from haters. So I've made it.
It is well.
Yeah, it is well. So for every guy who's shared our content, KC Reacts, UKG, whether it's good, it's bad, thanks for the publicity. We owe you big. We've extended the show for about 13 minutes. So we'll be with Casey, hopefully on Saturday for the big debate, and Sunday. Casey, I'll make sure I'm on Sunday for the watch along. Okay? Yeah. So let me see whether there are any last comments. Quickly. Meditations is saying the market is full of good midfielders. Yes, it is. But the question is, are they affordable? Will they like to come to United? And with that, guys, bye-bye. See ya.
All right, guys.